and the Act is deemed as approved. The next item on the agenda is a recommendation for a second reading from Nils Torvalds. It is related to the Programme for the Environment and Climate Action, LIFE. We start with the rapporteur, Mr. Torvalds, for 6 minutes.
Ärade talman.
President, Commissioner, that program is the only program for the environment. It's also different from the norm in other ways. It's a little bit like an elephant in a china shop, a bull in a china shop that comes in to the china shop with the best possible intentions, but it all gets a bit tight in there. The idea was to have a project which was about nature, environmental policy, information and communication. The good thing about the LIFE program is that you can scale it up and you can scale it down, and you can arrange various organizations around it. It's therefore a program which brings people together. The LIFE program is there to contribute to small-scale innovation and to fill the niche between research and big-scale innovation at EU level. From this year, the program for renewable energy will also fit into LIFE and can be financed within LIFE. But in other ways as well, LIFE is a different program. Usually, the program is something which is out with the normal life of the citizen. They see a big sign next to a motorway. They say, this is financed by the EU money. And then the citizen says, well, no, actually, this is my taxpayers' money. And then the EU comes back and says, it's the EU's money. The LIFE program is slightly different. The citizens can participate, and this is perhaps very important from the point of view of legitimacy. Rather than it being us who send the money, this is something where the citizens will say, I have helped to bring this about. All citizens can work for the climate, can work for the environment. And in this context, I would like to draw your attention to Mr. Jerry Brandy. He was very keen on this program, was the first rapporteur on it. I'd also mention Mr. Farrelly, who did tireless work in this area. Most of the negotiations were managed under the last term of office of the Parliament. I just finished off the trilogues and took the honour for the work that previous people had done. Unfortunately, we didn't get the share of the budget that we wanted. The next time around, LIFE will nevertheless turn out to be a success, and we'll therefore get more money, I hope. There's two things I want to say. First of all, is that I'd like to thank the rapporteur, the shadows rather, but I would also like to thank the German presidency, and I ought to try and say it in German. We're not always all that happy with what the Council offers us, but this time around it was a different situation. The German ambassador came along for the last trialogue, and we managed to deal with it in 5 minutes flat. That is exceptional, because usually the idea is, why make it simple when you can make it complicated? So I'd like to thank the Council for the excellent work they did.
Thank you very much. I congratulate you on your excellent German, by the way. I wish I could speak such excellent Swedish. Now, on behalf of the Commission, we once again hear from Commissioner Sinkevicius.
President, honourable members, I would like to warmly thank the rapporteur, Mr. Torvalds, as well as all shadow rapporteurs for their important work that led to the political agreement on the Commission's proposal last year in December. Let me also sincerely thank the previous rapporteurs from the former MEPs, Mr. Gerbrandy and Mr. Federley, but also my predecessor, Carmenu Vella, and his team, as well as all presidencies who have been involved in this file from the very beginning. They all have laid the foundations for this important compromise we were able to reach. Discussions between the three institutions and with all actors involved were extremely constructive from the outset, thanks to the strong support for the LIFE programme from all stakeholders. The agreement we reached is a balanced one, which the Commission is very much welcomes. Launched in 1992, LIFE has become a solid brand with more than 5,000 projects now contributing across all member states to the development and implementation of EU policies for environment and climate. The new programme is a flexible tool. It will contribute to the European Green Deal and in particular to the biodiversity strategy to 2030, the zero pollution ambition for a toxic-free environment, the circular economy action plan and net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. The LIFE programme is also part of the EU long-term budget and recovery plans, which committed to spending 30% on climate action, a budget that will be a driver of sustainability. The substantial increase in the budget of the LIFE programme is a recognition of its importance. Over the next programming period, €3.5 billion are foreseen for environmental activities and €1.9 billion for climate action, which means €2 billion more than during the previous programming period. And it now also includes a clean energy sub-programme, which will increase capacity building and reinforce the overall coherence of the programme. And LIFE will continue to act as a catalyst. It will stimulate the uptake of research results, support demonstration, and assist with scaling up and commercialisation. This includes some support to access to financial instruments. Honourable members, for almost 30 years now, LIFE projects have been inspiration to citizens, public bodies, industry and NGOs. Each LIFE project means concrete action on the ground for more biodiversity, more circularity, less pollution, more climate action and for cleaner energy. We can all look forward to seeing the continuation of this success story over the next years and to being a part of LIFE. Thank you again for your support and thank you for your attention.